Hi, welcome. Happy new moon. And for those of you that are not watching live, that are finding us as a video, this will have the same power, the same effect because it's not a time and space. And I'll timestamp when the video begins. And then if you're returning, when the actual process begins. So I'll explain what we're going to do, and a little bit about this new moon and a couple of observations that I've had today that actually kind of surprised me. So I'll talk a little bit about that, what I think it means, and then get right on in with it. So the new moon is virtually happening now. I think it's about 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we're also at the Perigee, or the closest approach to Earth from 3i Atlas, which has a resonance of consciousness and purpose and a high electromagnetic potential for what we've been seeing. So that actually hit its parity, like 15 hours ago. But it's going to be in that position for a couple of weeks, and slowly starts to pull away towards Jupiter after that. So anyway, I'll just say a few quick hellos. Let's live people, give them another minute to get notifications and to come in. Oh, who do we have? Hello, Freebird, welcome, and Mary, welcome. And hello, Karen. Hello, Pandora, and another Mary. Do I hear a third Mary? Well, my grandma's Mary. Maybe she's here. My brothers have been around, especially my older brother from the spirit world has been around, and my dad. So that's interesting. So greetings, blessings. This is the new moon. Hello, Sandra and Eric and Brookson and Kaya and Dana or Danelli and Deborah. Welcome, happy new moon. And anybody that's new, if you want to say hello and let us know what where in this great big wide world you're coming from. And I see Country Mouse Julie. Why am I not remembering your name? That's awful. But howdy, neighbor from the mountaintop. Welcome, welcome. Hail Marys. Yes. Hi. Hello. All right. Oh, happy birthday to your son. It's an auspicious day for sure. Okie dokie. I've been on a couple of minutes. Let's get going. Drink lots of water. So let me just share what I've been experiencing, because I've been all hyped up. It's like, yeah, it's a new moon. It's this winter solstice, high energy, 3i Atlas beaming high energy. And I felt drained today. I don't know about you guys. And I actually got a full sleep. 6 hours is a full night's sleep for me. And I got that last night. And I had a cancellation with my reading. So I didn't even work that hard today. But I thought about it, and what I feel like is that really, like, the energies around this new moon, this 3i Atlas, it's almost like it's pulling energy. And I think part of it is a purging. And we're right at the winter solstice. So I feel like a big part of this is really pulling like old clogged energies from the collective, from the earth. And it's almost like, everything moves in waves. So it's almost like there's more of an exhale than an inhale with all this coming in. I have a feeling later on the energy is going to hit hard, and hard in a good way. But let me know what you guys are thinking. Rebecca, yes, thank you, Rebecca. Thanks for so you're super tired and sore also. Fairfield, Iowa, welcome. Fever, we're in Virginia, so we have Virginia. Same bros, same with you. Okay. And hello, Bobby. Welcome. From New Jersey, from Jersey City, so right outside of the big city. Hello, Claire. All right. People are starting to come in. You're getting pounded by snow. We're getting some snow showers too, and heavy winds. And if I just disappear, it's because my power went out. It's not going to happen, but it doesn't take much. We had these antiquated, grids, flimsy wires hanging from aging poles. It doesn't take much around here to lose power. So yeah, you're probably getting a snow squall up there. Yeah, we're lower elevation here in Phoenicia, so we don't always get that kind of intense weather down here. All right. So So yep, it's over for now. Okay, so anyway, that's the way energy moves. That's what I've been experiencing, just sort of like almost like energy being pulled off. But that's good. We are in an ascension process. Obviously, we have been for quite a number of years. It's really kicked into overdrive. It's really, sometime around 2025, it seemed to shift from the cusp going into the heart of the earth changes. So really experiencing that kind of energy now. And Deborah saying she took a nap today. Uh, yeah, it's in Elka Park. Yeah, that's where I used to live, in Elka Park. I know the neighborhood well. I lived in that gray house right where Waste Road and Roaring Kill Road and I forgot the name of the road that goes up the hill, but right at that 3 road intersection. I lived right in that. That's a beautiful area to live. Beautiful area. Um, yeah, so high wind in North Dakota. Yeah, I think even higher than here. We're expecting gusts 40, 45, probably up by Elka Park, probably 50-mile-an-hour gusts. It's always stronger there. It's a lot of energy, a lot of movement, and we could, take the time to send some prayers to the Pacific Northwest that's been inundated with basically category 3 force hurricane winds in the non-hurricane situation. Flooding rains, and that's not the only area. Everything's resetting, everything's amplifying, and we've talked about this in our psychic forecast, how in December everything would amplify. We would get a lot of flooding, we would get a lot of wind, also a lot of drought in other areas and fires. So that's all part of these earth changes and these shifts in the magnetic sphere of the planet and the migrating poles and everything. So it's all, everything is shifting. It's resetting into a higher energy. And this is a big part of that. So what's going on? Well, we talked a little bit about that already. And the idea with this transmission, for anybody that's new, I work with a group. I call them the Master Teachers. I used to work between 2010 and 2012 with a channel in our area named Susie Mazzoli, who channeled the Master Teacher. So that's where I got the name from that. They told me, I didn't believe them at the time, that I'd be channeling them also. It really was about 8 or 9 years later that they started to come to me and I started to work with them, although I'm sure they've been working with me before. They're here because they're kind of laughing. They're saying, yeah, we've been working. They popped 2015 in my mind. So anyway, whatever. But the point being is that it's somewhat unique in that it's an energetic channel and it's also conscious. So I'm not like it's almost like a blending of mediumship and channeling. It's hard to describe, but it's not like going into trance and then beings using my vehicle. It's more like they're blending with my energies and we're kind of working together, if that makes sense. But what they do is they work with the frequencies because they're interdimensional. They're not physical, so they don't really. They connect with the physical through channels like myself, and there's thousands of others that are channeling them also around the world. So that's how they work, is through us. And then they as I'm leading the meditation in the process, that as I'm doing that and you're with us and we're creating that connection, that vibratory connection, we're in the circle. Even if we're physically apart, we're energetically together. Then they're able to work with you and your energies. And the idea is to raise the frequencies, which is just the wavelength of energy, a higher energy, a higher resonance, increase the velocity of energy. And the goal is to assist in the ascension, for us to we're transitioning from being, in the primitive body, the primitive energy, into the ascended. And through that transition, we are becoming better conductors of frequency. That's part of ascension, is that we have more energy working through us. So it's higher, it's stronger. And as that opens up, then more supernatural or superhuman gifts open up. It's not really supernatural, it's natural. It's just not everybody knows about it yet, so it's still called that. And it's really just sort of, an increase of energy. So hello, that's Spirit Guide and LMN077, and you can really high winds off Lake Erie. I'll bet. So you probably have some pretty big waves on the lake, and maybe some fierce lake effect snow also. So where was I? Because there's a thought in my brain that went away. But oh yeah, we were talking about the process of ascension. So we're really going into a higher level. It's a quantum jump or quantum leap. Like the electrons, when they quantum leap, they don't gradually increase. They go from one level to another. So that's really what's happening in our consciousness, and they're here to assist and help with that work. So they're here to help us to raise our frequency. And the idea now is really to create the right vibration, the right frequency, the right velocity and everything that's going to match this powerful portal that's opening up through augmented with 3i Atlas and its influence, with the new moon that's exactly aligned with galactic center. So it's an astrological conjunction and an astrological declination match. So it's really like within a half a degree. So the moon, and then of course the new moon is a new moon sun conjunction. There's other aspects at play, and that just kind of like opens up that frequency, that communication that's ongoing with our galactic center. It's at 28 degrees Sagittarius. The new moon's at 28 degrees Sagittarius. So it's really just 0.5 degrees off an exact alignment, but within 1 degree, it's exact enough to do its thing. So this is going to help us to match the frequency of this portal energy. And when you match the frequency, then and become a vibrational match, and what happens? You attract everything that your vibrational match to you. So you basically step through the portal and you come into these higher frequencies, and what that'll do, that'll help with your ascension process. So that's basically it in a nutshell. It sounds like big winds are everywhere. So, hopefully they'll, if we lose power, we lose power. It certainly wouldn't be the first time, but let's hope that we can at least get this done. So that's all what I have to say. I think it's really time to do it. Let me just see who else came in. Hello, Nick's Gypsy and Ella. I like that. LMN077 and Lois, welcome. So we have people from Australia, from New Zealand in. I don't know, this our South African friend in. I can't tell. And so from all over the globe, basically. I'm in upstate, well, you call it upstate New York, and I'm originally from New York City. I'm in southeastern New York in the Catskill Mountains, so it's really kind of downstate geographically, but it's called upstate New York. So you don't need the glasses for this. So the idea is just to stay present in this process. We'll do some toning, some light language, and these are just patterns of sound that your higher self or your ascended self understand. It helps to unlock and activate dormant DNA or inactive DNA. It's not really dormant. It's just not as active as it could be. Nothing's really dormant because it has energy still. So it's activating it basically. And when that happens, then you start to connect with your ascended, more ascended gifts and your ascended self and everything. So the toning, it's described to me as interdimensional patterns of sound. I want to get like something to measure the frequencies. I'm willing to bet that at least some of the tones are Solfeggio frequencies, but I don't know because I haven't measured it. It just comes through me basically. And then some of it is just we say we're raising the frequency a lot, and I'm bringing the energies up. And if you're with us, if you're aligned, then you may feel it and you'll get your upgrades also. So are we ready on that note? So let's just get nice and relaxed for a moment. I think we're going to call in the angelic grid today. So that'll help to really seal our energies and ground us to make it more efficient. I learned to work with these 6 archangels through Steve Noble's work, or Nobel. It's spelled Nobel, but I think he pronounced it Noble. And he's on YouTube. Great facilitator meditation. So I work with the same 6 archangels. And the reason being is that the first time I did one of his meditation, he called on these angels, was the first time I really felt the resonance of these angels. So I said, this works. I'm going to do it. So there you have it. So we're going to do this now. So first off, just get nice and relaxed. You start to tune into your breathing. Feeling your shoulders relaxing. So when we do our workshops, seminars, or retreats, we teach you how to go into the receptive meditative state in under 10 seconds. And the way that we do this is you just get aware of your breath. Feel your inhale and exhales. You start with long, deep breathing. Then feel your shoulders relax. So that lets all tension off the shoulders. Feel your chin and cheeks relax. Then feel your forehead relax. You relax the 3 principal points of tension with most people. The rest of the body relaxes. And if you're present, you go right into the receptive state. The idea is some people may fall asleep. That's fine. But set the intention to stay present and awake and alert so that you're aware of everything that happens. Nothing subliminal or any of that. Yeah, I'm spinning. That means that they're here. So just again, feel your shoulders relaxing a little further. Feel your chin relaxing and forehead. And just let a nice wave of relaxation start to work its way down your body. Inhaling love and light. Exhaling, releasing any cogs or stuck energies. This is going to be very helpful for this purging that these energies, these beings or whatever they are, these consciousnesses are really pulling the energy. Everything is in waves, right? Inhale, exhale, highs and lows. So it's really good for purging, pulling energies off and preparing us for the next wave of higher frequencies. Each time we go a little bit higher. And it's a process that we've been in. So on that, feeling relaxed, present, and open. If you know your directions, great. You can use the cardinal directions. If not, take the front where you're facing as the east. That's the sunrise. So we're always facing the sunrise, greeting the new day, the new dawn, the new energy, especially on Yule and winter solstice, and summer solstice for the southern hemisphere, of course. So we're greeting that rebirth, that new light of solar and cosmic energies and radiation. And then visualize beautiful emerald green fire and emerging from the green flame, setting the attention and calling upon the energies of Archangel Raphael. And start to feel and see and sense the angel to your east or in front of you, holding the space, providing healing, transformation, growth, awakening, renewal, and spiritual illumination. And then to the south or to your right, visualizing electric blue fire. You can also visualize the sword of Archangel Michael, calling Archangel Michael in from the south or the right, Archangel of Fire. It brings confidence, strength, safety, and allow Michael to hold the energies of the south. And to the west or behind you, visualize crystal white flames, calling on Archangel Gabriel, Archangel of water, of flow, of communication. It's also the Archangel of Ascension, often depicted blowing the horn and waking up the land. So to your back or to your west, allowing Archangel Gabriel to hold that space. And to the north, we call on Archangel Uriel, Archangel of Earth. So that makes Raphael of air. So visualize ruby red flames. And seeing and feeling the energies of Archangel Uriel. Very creative, that learning, also very protective energy. And to the east or to your front, beautiful green flames. To the right or south, blue. Behind or west, diamond or crystal white. And to the left or the north, ruby red. And feel those angels holding your space and containing your vibration. And that's going to make the transmission stronger. Then in the above space, we call an Archangel Metatron. And you can visualize an infinity sign with golden white fire around it. And in the above, you call down the golden white fires, which is the Christ grid. It's the central sun, the spiritual sun that helps to ignite this physical reality and expresses to our physical sun also, which is very active because everything's changing in our reality. And then in the below space, call on Archangel Sandalphon. And you can call forth silver, white fires, crystalline flames from below, from the 5-dimensional earth grid. And bringing these energies in, that seals the above and the below space. This higher vibration within the Christ grid and 5-dimensional grid. You're no longer subject to lower 3-dimensional energies like cause and effect, karma, the Luciferian energies of the lower stratums. They cannot reach you in this supportive place. Within space of Saint Nicole and Ezekiel, which is another archangel, to work with and visualizing gold, pure gold, amber gold flames in the heart. Greetings, dear one. Greetings, Adam. Well done. We are here. We are with you. We are supporting your efforts at this time. We understand that you are living in a time that is trying of patience, trying of your resolve. But as we often remind you, we are interdimensional beings that work with lots of beings from different star systems, different planets, different dimensions, different realities. The resilience of the human species is second to none. And for that, we applaud you. As things get tough, the tough get going, yes? When things are at their worst, you tend to be at your very best, yes? That is resilience. That's that no-quit attitude that has gotten you to this point, which has gotten you to this vibration, this launching pad, as it were, where you can dive into the next world, as it were. As the earth plane splits into a higher and lower, what are the correct words? We are not always good with words. We will warn you ahead of time. Ha, ha, ha. But this is the earth split. The earth splits into a shadow world and an ascended world. There's nothing wrong or negative with the shadow world. That is where those that are not doing the work at this time must dwell for a time till they reach their next cosmic opportunity for their ascension. But you would not be here working with us if you were not ready to ascend to the next level of this split. It's not a literal split, it's an energetic split. And you are ready. It is happening. It is happening as we speak to you. And you become interdimensional in your awareness. You become, what are the words? Beyond the limitations of time and space. And as you ascend to this level, you may find that you have these temporal displacement experiences, these Mandela effects, these effects of the matrix glitching out, things appearing, disappearing, orbs, phenomena, feelings of higher energies. And that will only get stronger but more grounded. So the idea to receive this transmission is to be very grounded. We have the archangels with us, with you. Feel your roots going deep into Mother Earth, coming down through the heart, through your sacral chakra, expanding through the sacral, energizing your root chakra, and those roots come down your legs or straight from your spine through your floor and into the earth, down into the earth star chakra, which is a part of your extended body or your non-physical body that links in with the earth fields. And from there, forming roots deep into Mother Earth. For as you ascend and grow, so does Mother Earth. She is conscious and aware and supports you as you support her. So there's really no separation. Obviously, in a physical level, every cell, molecule, your body comes from the earth. So there's obviously no physical separation. And of course, we'll return to the earth when you are done with your body, just like when you're done with your day, you take your clothes off, throw them in the hamper, and then put on new clothes when you wake up in the morning. For you are a spirit having human experiences, and so it is, and so it goes. So the ascension, this time and space that you are in, it's not an accident. You have created that. It's part of your experience of understanding truth and connecting with great source, spirit, or God, that consciousness or being that you and us are all connected with. So, very special times. This is a portal of understanding, a portal of truth, a portal of digging deeper into the roots of your own being. Understanding your roots, you can build a stronger foundation for your personal and collective ascension to grow from. It is the entrance into the winter season, at least for 80% of the humans on your world. Winter is the season of the north, season where the energies of nature go into the earth for rebirth. And then the solstice sun shined with a new radiance. On darkest day of the year, the sun will have a strange iridescent glow. As a new cycle has begun, a rebirth has happened. So we are here to assist you with its powerful lunar energies, magnifying the stream of consciousness and information always available from the central point of your galaxy. This new instruction, and you'll find as you go into 2026, much will change. Many of you will change jobs or change businesses or change directions to support the growth, to support the ascension, to support the new you, the 2.0 version. We believe that's the expression that is popular today in your timeless reality. As we raise the frequencies, feel very rooted and grounded, clearing the old, bringing in the new light, new information, and hold that space. Batoti Wahumase Batitro Zichiatio Hea Hamato Bora Basue Shiono Yion Yimadino As you pass through the veils of darkness, the seeds of understanding, the seeds of truth, you come into a great light, a brilliant, brilliant light, higher energies, where the worlds, the dimensions meet. This can be the heart of the universe. This could be the heart of your planet. This could be the heart of your being, which is your heart. Find that brilliant light within. We shall work with that with you. No mama de tekia papasia As we continue to work with you to raise the frequencies, we're working to calibrate your energetic fields to integrate, as it were, with the divine light, with this portal energy. This is the portal or the gateway to the primal light, the central sun, the creative spark, which all this physical reality was born from. Raising the frequencies, just breathe. Let it flow. Even if it gets uncomfortable, just breathe, ground, relax. Let it flow. As you continue to traverse the darkness and transmute dark into light, the brilliant light of the central sun grows brighter, stronger, and clearer. Feeling your heart, the center of your being, growing brighter, stronger, and clearer. With each breath, allow your heart to get brighter, stronger, clearer, and expansive. Expanding the heart slowly through the body, through the chest, through the body, into your multi-dimensional bodies within and around you. Just as the sun has an aura, has a corona, around your physical body is light. Feel that light of the heart emanating all directions. Feel the core growing brighter and brighter, hot white to maybe gold color. And hold that visualization, hold that feeling, be aware of the feeling. As we raise the frequencies, we condense the energies into that light. Shashushesha Isha Soso Yato Shosha Neshotia. Calling in more light, calling all the scattered aspects of your being, lost in the shuffle of human life and existence. Dramas, programming and such. Scattered through the interdimensionals, calling back those lost soul parts, as it were. Soul retrieval, condensing and strengthening the light and expanding it at the same time. Making the core brighter, stronger, condensing the light at the core and the heart, expanding the aura of that light out, farther and farther towards infinity. In the beautiful solstice sunlight, where the inner light can shine its brightest, it integrates those shadows. As the light brightens on a shadow, the shadows disappear, they get integrated into the light. The dark and the light are the same. They're expressions of being, expressions of energies. So as you are present, as we continue to work with these high frequencies with you, imagine, and don't think, don't go into thinking, stay present and open. So work with us, we will work with you to set the intentions of finding the spaces of non-existence within the physical existence. Your physical reality moves in waves like everything else. There's crests, there's troughs. When you hit a trough in physical reality, you are, shall we say, in the void in that millisecond. Happens so fast you do not know. But for those that wish to enter the quantum field, as it's been called, the realm of spirit, what you do, you get very present, very grateful, and you find the spaces of darkness or non-existence within the spaces of existence. And by doing that, you realize you're not a body, you're energy, and you're one with everything. And you step into that realm where all time and possibility exists. So stay with that intention. Don't come off your presence trying to stay with that intention. Being aware of the spaces of non-existence within the spaces of existence. Happening many times per second. Excellent. We understand that not only are you doing this, but you are synchronizing with each other by doing this. Very good. So now we will raise the frequencies and get into the main part of your energetic transmission for your new moon. portal cycle. Raising the frequencies. We say this often. As we finish in silence, imagine and visualize that beautiful, brilliant sphere of light. You have not forgotten about that. It's so large that you become one with it. If you do not literally step through a portal, you blend with the energies of the portal and are granted easy access that way. We are collectively at the right frequency. Just feel that brilliant light surrounding you, within you, becoming one with you, and hold that energy. Relax and breathe. You are this powerful portal of light. We talk about portals a lot, numeric portals, astrological portals, portals that naturally exist, resonances of energies, naturally exist as the Earth rotates around the sun. But all portals are leading to the same place. They're just different passageways, different energetic pathways to reach that place of oneness and wholeness, completion of your divine being and source. We are the master teachers. We are complete, and so are you at this time. So with that, we'll start to slowly let the energies balance, integrate, and diminish in strength. Again, feeling your roots now Feeling your top of your head, your third eye, your throat, heart, solar plex, sacral root, your major indwelling chakras, all one in this light, all integrated, all connected. For no chakra is an island. And often healers will talk about, your root's out of balance or your throat's out of balance. But we say if your throat's out of balance, your whole system's out of balance because they're not separate. But at this time and space, you are in synchronicity with your own higher resonances, and the higher resonances of spirit. And so it is. So feel your roots very deep. You maybe inhale from the earth, exhale. We always like to open the tailpipe, so to speak. And what that means is around you, you have this luminous aura around you, this luminous egg. At the base of it, imagine something opens like a tailpipe, open that up and set the intention for all excess or staticky energy to just drain out of that. So we work with a lot of energy, and sometimes there's byproducts get caught up in your body, in your energetic fields, whatever. So this is an intention to release all of that back to the earth. That way you'll feel energized but relaxed, not jittery, not anxious, and we'll hopefully have a really good night's sleep tonight. But when you're ready, open your eyes. And I'll stay on for another minute if anybody has any questions or experiences that they wish to share. If you just want to just sit in the energy and just soak it up, I would say relax tonight. If you haven't had your meal yet, try to have a lighter meal. Try to eat well, good, healthy, clean foods. And drink lots of water. I have lemon water that I'm working with. Maybe even right before the solstice, which would be tomorrow, and to do like an 18-hour fast or something like that, something to just cleanse and clear. You'll feel free to do that. And all right, so where are we? Hello, Millie. Yes. Bring back the turkey commentary. You'll have to go to that video, Nick. Sorry. But I love talking about the turkey medicine. Yeah. And what's Laura saying? The energy was amazing. So many different things. Perfect. Yeah. You're welcome. And thank you. And thank you for being here. Yeah, that was strong energy for sure. And we'll be feeling it tonight, tomorrow, for a while. And the idea, sometimes these transmissions, they're like 40 days that they're working with you. It could be a little longer, a little shorter, but 40 is a magical number. Yoga, the Bible, whatever your spiritual direction is. If it's one of those two, you'll find the number 40 in it as a powerful number. You're welcome, Mary. Thanks for being here. All right, so yeah, hit that like button. Thank you. Yeah, let's share this. I mean, we did have about 40 before. We're at 35. This work will attract those that are ready for this work. So this work was never meant to be like algorithm crackers or anything like that. This is for us, for our community, and my appreciation. And some of you have been doing this for 5 years with me, and those of you that I'm a little closer to, I mean, I've been seeing the differences. Hopefully you have. It's a process, right? We're in this process together, and a lot of you are becoming teachers, or were maybe already, but becoming stronger teachers or healers, mystics, psychics, or whatnot in your own right. Keep up the good work. It's like I said, it's a process. We're on this train to nirvana right now, and there's a lot of stops along the way, a lot to learn and process through that. So the point being is be present in the journey, not so much projecting it into the destination, and that's where the gifts happen. It's in the actual journey. All right, very good. Thank you very much. thank you, everybody that's here. And next time we'll be on is Sunday morning at 11 for tarot time. Oh, and tomorrow I've got a nice. It's a shorter video, so it's not like the last video is 40 minutes. That was my longest upload ever. I mean, I guess there's a lot to talk about with the winter psychic forecast. So there's a lot of information in that about the winter and what to expect. But this one is a solstice video, give you a little bit more information and some specialized. Well, one of them, spoiler alert, one of them's heart brain coherence, of course, but the other two are specialized. Well, heart brain coherence is specialized, but anyway, special processes or spiritual things you can work with during the solstice season. So I think 11/11, that video is going to drop tomorrow. So if you want to catch it hot off the press, we appreciate that. Thank you so much. And oh, okay. How to donate? If you don't do the super sticker way, I have a Venmo also. And should I post that? Maybe, since you're asking.